For more than 10 years, meditation was this thing I sort of did. Sometimes I'd manage a few days, maybe a couple of weeks, then nothing for months or even years. But right now, I'm on day 546 of meditating every single day. The difference? Last year, I started tracking it with a simple daily checkbox. That's literally it. That one practice turned a decade of half-assing into more than a year of perfect consistency. And it's not just meditation. The same thing happened with journaling, fitness, nutrition, my focus, and more. So today, I want to show you why making your goals measurable is so incredibly effective and how you can start your own legendary streak right now, today. Alright, so here's the thing. Most people don't fail at their goals because they're lazy or lack willpower. They fail because they're confused. How many times have you told yourself, I want to get fit, or I want to be more productive? These sound like goals, but they're actually just vague wishes floating around your head. When your goals are that fuzzy, you freeze. The confusion leads to paralysis, and paralysis leads to you doing what you've always done, nothing. It's like trying to go somewhere without directions, without street signs, without even a compass to know if you're heading in the right direction. You might be putting in effort, but are you getting closer? Who knows? This is why people spend fortunes on fitness coaches or business consultants. They're not buying secret knowledge. They're primarily getting two things: clarity and accountability. Someone to tell them exactly what to do and to make sure they're actually doing it. But here's what's crazy. You can create the same thing for yourself for free starting today. Peter Drucker famously said, "What gets measured gets done." But this doesn't just apply to business metrics and KPIs. It's equally powerful in your personal life. When you make something measurable, three things happen. First, you make it real. That vague idea of getting fit becomes, did I complete my workout today? Yes or no? You transform these floating, abstract concepts into concrete realities. Second, you create unavoidable accountability. You can't tell yourself you're pretty consistent when you're staring at a week full of empty checkboxes. The data doesn't care about your excuses. Every time you check in, you're gonna be confronted with your shortcomings until you fix them. And third, you tap into the same feedback loops that make video games addictive. But here, they're actually working for you. Every checkbox becomes a little hit of progress. It makes the process of getting to the goal as rewarding as finally achieving it. And those small wins compound into the kind of consistency and momentum that you need to change your life. Let me show you what I mean. For years, and I really mean years, I had this goal of hitting a 100 kilo bench press for reps. That's 225 pounds for my American friends. I was going to the gym, pushing hard, genuinely trying, but I just couldn't stay consistent with it. Month after month, year after year, I was stuck at around 60 to 70 kilos. Then I decided to get serious. I started to measure everything. I tracked my weight progression, every exercise, my food, my protein, even my sleep. I identified everything that I could control that would get me to 100 kilos and religiously fixated on all of it. And 3 months later, on New Year's Eve, my deadline, I did it. I hit 100 kilos for 5 reps. My buddy said it looked like a vein on my forehead was going to explode on that last rep. It took like 7 seconds to get it up, but I got it. Isn't that crazy? After years of spinning my wheels, I got there in just a couple of weeks. The difference wasn't effort or wanting it more or a new training method. It was making the process measurable. I made success inevitable by measuring all the things that led there. But before you turn yourself into a walking spreadsheet, there's something crucial you need to understand. There is a catch-22 hidden here. It turns out the same system that got me to my PR also sabotaged me later. After hitting 100 kilos, I got greedy. I tried to push further, compromised my form, and wrecked my shoulders so badly I couldn't train properly for weeks. I'd gotten stronger, sure, but I'd sacrificed my health and physique for a number in a table. This is Goodhart's law in action. When a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. The reason I go to the gym isn't to be the strongest guy in the room. Yeah, it's cool, but I'm not a powerlifter. Primarily go to the gym to feel good, look good, and have a body that works for the long run. But a 100 kilo bench press is easy to measure. Being healthy, not so much. So I optimized for what I could measure, even though it wasn't what I actually wanted. This happens constantly. You set a goal to read 52 books in a year, so you pick short fluff instead of the dense, substantive works that would actually change your thinking. You track how many hours you work instead of things that move the needle, so you just sit at your desk for longer. So does this mean measuring things is bad? Absolutely not. It means you need to be smart about it. The solution is simple. Stay aware of the gap between what you're measuring and what you actually want. There's always a gap. You can mitigate it, for example, by using multiple measures for a more complete picture and zooming out regularly to ask yourself, is this still serving my real goal? And if you're wondering what the right measures for your specific goals could be, ones that actually align with what you want, stick around until the end because I'll share something that will help you figure that out in just 5 minutes. Alright, but let's get practical now. Here's my dead simple framework that takes 15 minutes to set up and 30 seconds a day to maintain. Step 1, create focus. First of all, you need to pick your battles. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. At least not all at once. And try to change 20 things, you'll end up doing nothing. I'm talking from experience. Choose 1 to 3 goals max. Not 10, not 5. Keep it focused. Step 2, define the measures. For each goal, identify the 20% of activities that drive 80% of the results. These are your lead measures, the things you directly control that produce success as a natural byproduct. Here's the key distinction. Lead measures are things you do. Lag measures are things that happen as a result. Want to lose weight? Your weight is a lag measure. You can't control it directly, but daily steps, protein intake, calories, those are lead measures you can control completely. For each goal, find the 2 or 3 lead measures that, if you hit them consistently, virtually guarantee your success. Step 3, make it trackable. Turn those lead measures into something trackable. The simpler, the better. Keep it binary when possible. Did I meditate? Yes or no? Did I hit 10,000 steps? Yes or no? If it needs to be a number, keep it simple. Body weight, grams of protein, Pomodoro sessions. The tracking needs to be frictionless, so you actually do it. Step 4, make it visible. You need a place where your measures stare back at you daily. A notebook, an app, a wall calendar to cross things off. Doesn't matter. Start simple. You can always make it fancy later, but make sure it's in your face regularly. You need to see those empty checkboxes and feel the weight of breaking the chain. Step 5, create a routine. Think in 2 modes, tracking and review. Tracking happens daily. Before bed, first thing in the morning, whatever works. You spend 30 seconds logging everything. No analysis, no judgment, just recording the data. Review happens weekly. This is when you zoom out, look at the pattern, and ask the important questions. Is this working? Am I actually getting closer to my goals? Are my goals still relevant? Do I need to adjust my measures? This separation is crucial. Daily tracking keeps you accountable. Weekly reviews keep you aligned. And that is the whole framework. And look, if you're worried that this seems a little bit obsessive, it's really not. Once you get the hang of it, like I said, tracking takes like 30 seconds a day, which is a laughable investment for the prospect of transforming your entire life. So you really have no excuse not to do it. And if you're skeptical and this seems too simple to have such a big impact, I get it, but that's actually the beauty of it. See, the best system isn't perfect, it's the one you actually use. So go ahead and start using this system today. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is clarity about what to do each day and the accountability to actually do it. That's exactly what making your goals measurable gives you. And if you're not sure where to start or what to track, I've put together a free database with the exact lead measures that are most effective for common types of personal goals like losing weight, running a marathon, reducing stress, improving your sleep, increasing your focus, starting a side business, and many, many more. So you can just steal those measures and be on your way. If you're interested, check the first link in the description to get access. And if you've been tracking your habits but always seem to fall off at some point, watch this video next to learn about a simple rule that will make you stick to your habits for the rest of your life. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.